Is it possible to turn £100 into 50,000 worth of funding? That is what this whole series is going to be about. I'm going to be taking a £100 live account, growing it to the point of buying a funded challenge, passing the challenge, passing the verification, and then getting a payout to prove that you don't need a lot of money to start in trading. So this is going to be the first episode right here of attempting the challenge. The plan is to risk about 10% a trade on the £100 account, grow it up to about 250 to 270, which will then enable me to get the 50k FGMO account, and then following that, I will continue from then. So I'll get onto the charts now, and we'll start reviewing some trades. So then guys, just breaking down the first trade of the challenge on Euro New Zealand dollar. So with this trade here, we were looking at a double Fibonacci key level and round number, obviously allowing us to take a nice confluence area with the positions. I'm just going to get up the picture of us sending it to the analysis group, just so you can see that our members obviously got access to this. So if you look here, we can see this was the position we took. So Euro New Zealand dollar, we're personally interested in shorts from 70.25. And we had a key level EMA, 61 and 50 fib, and also the round number with a 50 pip stop loss. So this was the position here. We were confident in it. We set it. Obviously, all our members set the position as well. And if we play out what happened, you can see just come up, triggered us in, and then there we go. TP was hit, and we were taken out back at break even. So if you look what happened here, price triggered us in. We closed. If you look at the screenshot on the screen, you will see we actually closed this trade for 20%. So the first trade is taken on the account, 20% gain. We're probably going to look to obviously risk 10 to 20 a trade anyway and just keep that pretty consistent. So yeah, guys, first trade of the challenge, 20 pips, 20% up, sorry. And if we just look at the tech, it was pretty straightforward. Double Fibonacci. Even if you didn't have that one and there was a more obvious one here, Fibonacci, break and retest of a key level, pretty simple stuff. So if we have a look now, hopefully there's more positions going away for the week ahead. We're off to a good start, 20% up, but we can lose it just as quick as we gain it. So let's not get ahead of ourselves in these situations when you are trying to make almost like a flip on an account. Just remember that you can lose it a lot quicker than you can make it. So we're not going to make stupid decisions. We're going to wait for the strongest setups that we find, and then following that, go high risk on them. So yeah, that's trade one, off to a good start. Let's see what the rest of the challenge brings. So then we are now on to trade two. We've taken another win. Just to show you the before, this is the trade that was sent to our group. So it was New Zealand dollar yen. I said 86.10 is the entry with a 30 pip stop loss. Now, what I'll do, let's now have a look as to why we took this trade. So if we look here, of the recent move up, we had a 61 Fibonacci. We had the 86 round number on the right hand side. And we also had a nice area here with multiple touches. So what we did, we entered at 86.10, which was here. We had a 30 pip stop loss, and we also had the initial target of 30 pips as well. So if we play this out, we can see what happened. Price triggered us in. We had a bit of drawdown, and then obviously price went and hit TP for us. So if we go into the 1 hour chart, once again, we hit TP, that closed, and then the runner was then closed break even. So obviously you will see now the screenshots on the screen. I will show you obviously the time we take it, obviously the pair, what we took from the trade. But this was another trade which we took 20% from. So starting balance was £100. We've now reached £140 on the account balance. So for that reason, we are 40% up. We're making good progress, and hopefully, again, this continues, because so far we only actually need maximum really 10 trades. Assuming we continue at the rate we are, 10 trades should be more than enough to get us across the line. So yeah, that was trade number 2, I believe. We are 40% up on the account, and yeah, let's just keep the ball rolling. It is now Thursday. We've just had the CPI release for US dollar, and this has caused a reaction across all pairs. So I'm going to break down this trade we've just taken with our members and obviously show you what's happened. Just to show you the before, we were looking at the 155.15 area. So we had a 38 and a 61 Fibonacci in and around this area. We've also had the EMA's key level and round number. We said we were going to use a 40 pip stop loss. So the actual trade overall was a position from here. So we had a double Fibonacci in and around this area. We had a key level and we also had a couple of EMAs. What actually happened on news release, if you look at the screen now, is that you will see that our entry on Euro Australian dollar was actually 15462. So if I just put this on here and show you what happened, like so, this is what's happened. So originally, and this happened with us and our members, originally we had a position set here. Due to the increase in volume, due to the news, there was such a aggressive spike down that this order here was not filled, and instead it filled 40 pips lower. Meaning, we actually ended up getting to the position here. What then happened was price triggered us in and hit TP within that same news candle. So if you look here, if we go just quickly to the 60, you can literally see price came down. This trade should have stopped us out. If we're being honest, this trade should have stopped us out. But what's happened is instead, due to the news, we've been moved down, we've then been triggered a lot lower, and we've taken another £22 from this position. Therefore now the balance on this account is just under £170, so we are 70% up or 68% up. We took 30 pips from this position. That potentially might be the week done now. Obviously it's Thursday today, Friday tomorrow, so we'll have a look and see. But yeah, on face value, guys, we are now 68% up after a week or so. So yeah, really good progress. We're nearly there. So yeah, let's just keep pushing and we will break down the next position. Guys, I know we said yesterday on Thursday it may potentially be the last trade, but obviously we found another one now. So yesterday, obviously following everything we did, we were sat at 68%. Today I've just taken a win on New Zealand dollar JPY. This was the before, so you can see it went to the analysis group. I said we did have a sell which was running, but obviously we didn't take that on this account. So what we did, we took a long position here. So it was a key level, 50 Fibonacci and the 84 round number with a 30 pip stop loss. So if we look, we entered here at 84.10. We had a 30 pip stop loss. And obviously that means we had a 30 pip TP where we will take a partial and then see what happens. So if we come down into here, we can see, look at that, absolutely perfect. Yes, we had a lot of drawdown. Obviously not ideal, but it's just part of it. You're always going to experience some drawdown on positions. The stop loss is there for a reason. Usually, in all fairness, I would have a bigger stop loss than this, usually maybe 40 pips, just because my zone of confluence is about 15 to 20. So obviously 30 was still a little bit tight, but regardless, we took the win on this position. So we actually had a little bit less risk on this trade. In all honesty, I don't really know why I did it that way, but we took the balance from pretty much 170 all the way up to 187. So that is the long position we took. We're going to hopefully see if we can kind of run this into a short position, but again, we will have to see. So partial has been taken, and yeah, what we're going to do now, we're just going to have to wait, see what presents itself. Obviously, it is still the Friday, so potentially there might be a sell position here, but I'm not going to force anything. I'm literally just going to see what the market presents, and then hopefully we can take a bit more from the market. So these are the results for week 1. So we've broken down pretty much 4 or 5 of the main trades we took. You can see, for example, in here there are some, like £5 trade here, £4 trade there. Due to them not being significant, I didn't really want to waste your guys' time by going into them. But yes, if we look to what we have done pretty much in this first week, you've got to look, we started this on the 9th all the way up to the 11th. So in 2 days, we have done 100% on this account. No losses. Obviously, you can see here, yes, it's red, but it closed for pretty much break even for the right amount of pips. So yeah, this is where we are stood. We have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 positions on this account. We've had pretty much 10 wins, but to be fair, 2 of them were break even. So 8 wins on this account, some of them more substantial than others. So I'm going to call it for this episode now. So we're halfway there. So that will do it for the first week of November. If you haven't already, subscribe. And then obviously this will be released hopefully next Thursday. We will have episode 2 of this kind of challenge, just because obviously we're gonna have a full week or even 2 just to go into. So yes guys, if you've enjoyed this type of content with the flip challenges, subscribe, give a